We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Utah. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Running past the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Inside the 25. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Texas Christian. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk is beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And the extra point was up and good. With that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Utes offense takes the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. And here's the handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Bringing pressure. And the sophomore's got him for a sack. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? It's intercepted, and they'll score. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
What a job by this defense applying the pressure. They knew that they had these guys pinned up close to their own goal line. They got pressure. This quarterback, I think he panicked. He gets rid of the ball. What an easy touchdown for the defense.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Utah offense takes the field. They want to cut into this lead before halftime. They have to work quickly now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. They'll spot the ball near midfield at the +49. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return begins inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to take off here. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Utes will kick this away to begin the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards near the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. And they get the second half started with their running play. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? It's a run to the left. The freshman brings him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Important second down play coming up. They'll run it to the right side. Powers through. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Direct snap to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The ball near midfield. The offense going to go for it on 4th down. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
And the Horned Frogs are on the move here. They're going to run the option. Running back with the football. He's in the clear. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The Horned Frogs lining up here on 1st and 10. Handoff to the right side. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. There's the handoff. Breaking tackles. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Boy, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break 1 tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Well within field goal range now, but they're hoping for more as they line up here on 3rd down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that 3rd down play.
Yeah, I really like the idea on 3rd down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down. Sometimes that can work out, but the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
So 4th down and 12. The offense is on the field to go for it. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he finds his target. He has the first. 4 out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line with 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
This will be a challenge now. 2nd and goal, back at the 13. A run to the left, trying to find pay dirt. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Instead of trying to take the lead with a field goal, they'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down. And the back now goes in motion. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And they go in front here in the 2nd half. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 7-point lead, 28-21. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Utah offense takes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't you, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Catch made on the right side. They beat the blitz there with the pressure bearing down. He just dumped it off to the back.
A nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield, because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight, was able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the 1st.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? Testing the right side here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Here's the handoff. Gets into space at the 50. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Defense stops him short of the 1st down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They'll run it here. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And the Utes are going to cash in this red zone trap. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Ball handed off. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Utah. This offense really clicking. Lining up to try the extra point. And FPAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the TCU offense takes the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Pressure is coming. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Backed up 2nd and long at the 17. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down. Critical down and distance, do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
He's past the marker and still going. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I'm going to be honest here. I'm completely shocked that they kept it on the ground. I think the defense is too. I don't think they were prepared for it. It's one of those things where it just makes you scratch your head, and it somehow works out.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quarterback keeps the football. Runs through the defender. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking right, this one caught. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
You know, third down, the key to me is the offensive line, the pass protection, because you know that you're going to throw and the defense knows that you're going to throw. It's a matter of can you protect your quarterback and give him the time, and then can the receivers win on the outside? They're able to do that, move those sticks. It's a first down.
The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground here. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Back's got it again. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Texas Christian. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game was on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
Now they'll try to tack on the PAT late in this close game. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And the returner will be brought down. And the Utah offense takes the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. And the runner takes off to his right. In the clear at the 25. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's got some space. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make the play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
TCU offense is back out on the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game thanks to the defense. They love to work the clock, but they can't throttle back here. Solid run, tackled to the 45-yard line. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. critical third down play for this offense right here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Horned Frogs will line up to kick it away. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the coverage team lets the ball roll dead.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
And the Utes offense takes the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down after a short gain there. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Boy, I love to see this quarterback throwing the football the way he is. That's the way you start a drive. 3 for 3, and let's keep it going.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
He's escaping the pocket now. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Chris, this is it. It comes down to this 4th down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Can he take it all the way? And that pick will preserve the lead and seal the victory as the clock runs out. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a